Friends, how are you all? I hope you are very well at your home. As you know, I am your SST teacher and this is your social science book, Social and Political Life. It's a political book, part 3. And today we are going to read our first chapter, remaining part. So let's start. The Indian Constitution, key features. By belonging of the 20th century, the Indian national movement had been active in the struggle of the independence from British rule to several decades. During the freedom struggle, its nationalities has devoted to a great deal of time and imagining and planning what a free India would be like. Under the British, they had been forced to obey the rules that they had to very little role in making. मतलब क्या था, हमारा जो इंडियंस थे वो पहले क्या थे, ब्रिटिश के अंदर थे. तो ब्रिटिश जो अपने रूल चलाते थे, इंडिया वालों को क्या करना पड़ता था, पहले वो इंडिपेंडेंट से पहले वही चीज़ें सारी फॉलो करनी पड़ती थी. द लॉन्ग एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ ऑथोरिंग rule under the controlled state convenienced Indian that free India should be democracy in the which everyone should be treated equally and to be allowed to participating in government. फिर जब इंडिया आज़ाद हुआ तो क्या हुआ, सब ने ये चाहा कि इंडिया को एक डेमोक्रेसी कंट्री बनाया जाए जिसमें सारे लोग क्या हो, बराबर हो, समान हो और समान अधिकार सबको प्राप्त हो. What remained to be done, that was the work out the ways which is democratic government would be set up in Indian, that rules would determine its function. This is not done by person, by a group around 300 people who become members of Constituent Assembly in 1946 and who met periodically for the next 3 years to write the Indian Constitution. The member of Constituent Assembly had been huge task for before him. The country was made up of several different communities who spoke different languages, belonged different religions and distinct culture. मतलब उस टाइम हमारे देश में क्या थे, अलग अलग लैंग्वेजेस चलती थी, अलग अलग रिलीजन्स थे और अलग अलग स्टेट्स के लोग अलग अलग चीज़ों से पता मतलब उनको जान सकते थे. The Indian Constitution was being written. India has got through considerable turmoil. The partition of the country into India and Pakistan was amendment. Some of the princely states remained the undecided about their future and so economic condition. The vast means of people apparate decimal. All of these issues played on the minds of members of Constituent Assembly as they drafted the constitution. They rose to occasion and gave in this country visionary document that reflect the respect for maintaining diversity while preserving national unity. The final documents also reflect their concern and eradicating poverty through the socio-economic reform as well as emphasizing the cultural role of people can play choosing their representatively. Listed below are the key feature of Indian Constitution. While reading this, keep in mind to above mentioned concern diversity, unity, socio-economic reform and representation that the author of the documents were grappling with. Try to understand that the ways in which they try to balance these concerns, that their commitment to ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग डिपेंडेंट इंडिया इनटू अ स्ट्रॉन्ग डेमोक्रेटिक सोसाइटी. अब उसमें क्या था, पहला फेडरलिज्म. द रिफर्स टू एक्सरसाइज मोर देन वन लेवल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट एंड कंट्री. इन इंडिया वी हैव गवर्नमेंट at the state level and at the center. Panchayati Raj, the third tier of government, and you have read about your class 6th book. We looked the functioning of the state government in your class 7th book, and this year we will read about the central government. द वास्ट नंबर ऑफ कम्युनिटीज़. अब फेडरलिज्म में पहले आपने क्या पढ़ा था, क्लास 6 में पढ़ा था पंचायती राज के बारे में. देन क्लास 7th में क्या पढ़ा था, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स के बारे में. और अब क्लास 8th में आप पढ़ेंगे सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के बारे में. जो सेंट्रल मतलब जो हमारे पूरे सेंट्रल में केंद्र की जो स्टेट होती है, केंद्र के बारे में, केंद्र गवर्नमेंट के बारे में. ठीक है. द वास्ट नंबर ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूटीज इन इंडिया meant the system of government needed to be devised that did not involve only persons sitting capital city New Delhi and making making decisions for everyone. Instead, it was important to have another level of government in the state so that decisions could be made for a particular area. While each state's India enjoy autonomy and exercising power of certain issue subject of national concern required that all these states follow laws and central government. The constitution contains the list of details issue that each tier of government can make the laws, and addition to constitution also specifies where each tier's government can get the money from the work that it does under the federalism. The state are not mainly agent and federal government but draw their authority from the constitution as well as all the person of India governed by law and policy made by each of the levels of government. Parliaments from the government. अब पार्लियामेंट जो थी वो कैसे चलती थी? The different tier of government that you have read about the constituent representative who are elected from the people. अब जो लोगों को हम क्या करते थे, वोट देकर उनको चुनाव करते थे, उनकी एक सभा होती थी. Your class 7th book began the story of कांता हु एज स्टैंडिंग लाइन वोट ड्यूरिंग द इलेक्शन. जैसे कि क्लास 7th की बुक में है कि एक कांता नाम की लेडी थी जो कि वोटिंग लाइन में लगी हुई थी. हम वोट दे के ही अपने प्रतिनिधित्व को चुनते हैं ना, कि हमें वोट दे के किसकी सरकार बनानी है, कौन हमारे लिए अच्छा सोच सकता है, हमारे मतलब जो भी हम जो सुविधाएं हमको दे सकता है, आरक्षण हटा सकता है, सब चीज़ों के बारे में. ठीक है. देन Constitution of India guaranteed the universal adult franchise for all citizens. When they are making a constitution, the member of Constituent Assembly felt that freedom struggle had prepared the mass universal adult suffrage, and that would help the encourage and democratic mindset and break the clutches of tradition, caste, classes, and gender heretics. This means that the people of India have to direct role of electing the representative. Also, every citizen of our country, irrespective of his or her social background, can also contest elections. These representatives are accountable to people. You will read more about your representation circular of democratic function unit 2 of this book. Separation of power. According to the constitution, there are 3 organs of government. There are legislative and executive and judiciary. हमारी constitution जो है वो 3 भागों में बटी हुई, legislature, executive और judiciary. The legislature refers our elected representative who executive small group of people who responsible for implement laws and running the government. The judiciary of you will read more unit 3 in book refers the system courts to this country in the order to prevent the misuse the power by the one branch of government. The constitution says that each of these organs should exercise different powers. Through this each organs act and check on the other organs government, and this is ensure the balance of power between all 3. Then 4th is fundamental right, मतलब हमारे मौलिक अधिकार, कर्तव्य अधिकार. The section fundamental rights of has often been referred the concept of Indian Constitution. Colonel Root had created the certain suspicions of state in the minds the nationality and the wanted to ensure that the that of written rights would be granted against misuse of the state power. Independent India fundamental rights therefore protects citizens against the arbitrary and absolute exercise of power by the state, and the constitution thus guarantees the rights of individual against the state as well as against other individual. The fundamental rights are right to equality, मतलब समानता का अधिकार, right to freedom स्वतंत्रता का अधिकार, right against explosion मतलब शोषण के विरुद्ध अधिकार, right to freedom of religion धर्म को मानने का अधिकार, और कल्चर एंड एजुकेशनल राइट्स मतलब शिक्षा एवं संस्कृति का अधिकार, एंड राइट टू कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल रेमेडीज और कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन जो रेमेडीज है उनका अधिकार. ये सारे फंडामेंटल राइट्स हमें मिले हुए हैं. ओके, सो नाउ वी स्टॉप हियर, देन वी विल मीट इन आवर नेक्स्ट वीडियो. टिल देन टेक केयर. बाय.